I'm starting to think that Evergreen is like a really cheap version of Vegas, where you've got people going, "You're gonna win," con artists and stuff. And then, like, when you're like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna win," you find out that you've lost everything. It's a con game. Okay, so here is this. Sorry, I wrote all over it. I was hanging on this piece of paper for dear life because here I am. I'm trying to go back to school. The advisor I had told me there were only two classes left. One was singing for 2 credits, and one was called Epics, and no one ever answered me. I wrote weeks ago to the teacher, and then I looked the class up and thought maybe it's good I didn't hear from them. So then here was this exciting thing hanging up, and I was handed this also by, someone getting paid there. Do you have extensive art music experience or portfolio? I do. I've got huge amounts of that here, just collecting dust. So I got really excited. I was like, wow. And then I wrote, and this was weeks and weeks ago, I wrote to this portrait P, and did get zero answer. And this was weeks and weeks ago. It was, when I was like in the middle of fall quarter. And then I wrote again and again and again and again. And then earlier today I wrote again and then CC'd it to, the president of the college, like everyone I could think of, and at the college. And then I got an email back from this Penelope Partridge. That's who PP was, Penelope Partridge, who would never have answered me if I wouldn't have CC'd it to the president's office. She would have just let me twist in the wind, okay? And I sent her like all this portfolio of all this art I did. And then I see she doesn't even have an art degree. She's just got some MA in counseling. And it's like some kind of, and it's, oh, that's right, it's in multicultural counseling, okay? And so, like, what is this advertisement they've got hung up all over the place? You walk down the halls there, look how big it is, look how huge it is. And she couldn't even bother to answer me until today. And I got this way long ago. I actually got this when I first signed back up in the fall. Okay, and no answer. No answer from this mysterious PP. Well, I got the answer tonight. Oh, that's old. Oh, that's from years ago, whatever. And then sent me another name and said, this guy does it now. Mr. McCreary. Paul. So I'm like, what? First of all, she didn't even have the decency to write back until she saw that, her hand was forced. And then I wrote to the McCreary guy and looked him up after writing to him and saw his degree was just some little computer degree that he had. That was it. There's Penelope Partridge. Isn't she amazing? Aren't we all thrilled? Can't even write back a polite email saying, sorry, we just give these things out at the college and have them hung up all over the place. And they're stacked. This was in a giant stack that was on the front desk in the front place where you go admissions, So isn't that wild? And then I find out the guy that I write to, and I'm sending him all this art, is he's a computer science major from somewhere. So, Evergreen is really a little con job place. First of all, it doesn't exist. Secondly, she didn't even have the decency to say it didn't exist. And third, doesn't even have a degree in the field. Okay? And then is teaching like these weird BS classes. That one called Witness in Alchemy or something. You just wonder how the heck they get hired. You know, how the heck they get hired. So, see there, right there, another yuck on the list of yucks. Right there. Little red nail and all.